Hey guys, it's Tosh. This is going to be a weird video of sorts, but basically I have decided to be open about my YouTube channel and to be open about not only my weight loss surgery and my weight loss, but my struggle with infertility. And it's hard to even say those words, especially when you know that there are people that you are close with that have no idea about any of this. So if you are a subscriber, a friend, a family member, or a stranger, welcome to my story. I'm 26 years old. I'm from Eastern Kentucky, and I have struggled with infertility for technically, I guess, going on 6 years. I had decided after many efforts and many test procedures to undergo a weight loss surgery called vertical sleeve gastrectomy or VSG surgery in September of 2016. I am down approximately 85 pounds since my highest weight ever and right around 60 since surgery. So it's definitely working. Not as fast as I'd like, but it never does. I have kept all of this a secret for so long. There was maybe 3 people in my personal life that knew anything about this channel. And even saying that, like, I'm sitting here shaking. Because with anything else in my life, I'm very open and I'm very blunt, and I always say I'm an open book. I don't care. Ask me anything. I don't care. But for some reason, this is harder than anything that I've ever done. Not necessarily the weight loss aspect of it. I'm not really concerned about people knowing that. People can look at me and know that I've lost weight, and how I did it is irrelevant to me. It completely doesn't matter. But people can't look at me and know that my husband and I have tried to start a family for years and have been unsuccessful. There are several videos, like way back, that discuss more about our struggle. So if this is something you are even the slightest bit interested in, you can go back and watch those. But essentially, to open myself up, to let everyone know the struggles that we've had and how hard it's been. Not to sound like I'm complaining. God has brought us so far from where we were at one point. Not just with fertility stuff, but in general. So not to sound like I'm complaining, but it's the truth. We have struggled. And there are several people that have struggled worse than we will ever, probably. But that is my most vulnerable state. That is my darkest secret, if you will. I have met so many amazing people through YouTube and Instagram and different venues, and people emailing and saying, hey, this is a very brave thing that you've done. You've inspired me, or I've been there, I've been where you are, and this is how my outcome was. To have that support is incredible. Not that my family and friends didn't support me anyways, but this is something that I can go through with people that have had the same storyline as me, minus a few points. It's just a little different. So please don't be offended if I've not said anything to you and you're somebody close in my life watching this. Please don't be offended. This is a diary of sorts. And it helps me so much, and it has helped me through so much. And hopefully helped me to touch other people. But I was so ashamed. Not ashamed that I make these videos. Not ashamed that I've documented my journey. But ashamed that at one point I was almost 350 pounds. Ashamed that I couldn't give my husband a child. And no one should ever be ashamed of that. You should never be ashamed of that. That is your story. And there is a reason that God is doing this. And there is a reason that we are having to go through certain things. And I'm not going to sit here and say I'm totally okay with it all the time. I don't think any of us are. It's human nature to want to plan things yourself and want to take control yourself. But I've had to majorly step back and say, okay, what I'm doing isn't working. Not that I'm not still going to continue to try things for ourselves, but I have to remember every single minute of every single day that God is in control of my story. And that's hard sometimes. But I know so many people in my personal life that have struggled with infertility or struggled with weight loss and have kept it a secret. And one of my very best friends told me today, that is a huge burden to carry on your own. And you are going to encounter people that say hurtful things and that think that this is for attention or because you're full of yourself or because you're bored and don't have anything to do. And she said, but you don't know how many people by sharing this you could support and you could inspire and could pray for you and encourage you. And people aren't as mean as you think they are. Granted, we all know that there's some that are. That's just the truth. But it's not... It is scary. But there's not that much to be scared of. I guess the main reason in doing all this is because I've been so afraid that somehow, some way, somebody in my life that did not know anything about this would stumble across this channel or find me on Instagram and say, okay, we watched your videos. What were you thinking? Why would you do that? And their opinions, I would love to say, are irrelevant, but these are people that you care about. Friends, family, people you see all the time and you don't know what to expect from them. You don't know whether their response to this is going to be good or bad. And it shouldn't matter, but it does. And I was so afraid that it won't be on my terms. So I want it to be coming from me, essentially. I do this. This is my life. There is a lot of stuff on here that it's never going to interest people, and there's a lot of people that are going to watch this and never ever click on anything like this again. But there might be some people out there that are struggling with the same stuff like I was, too afraid to comment on certain things for fear that people would know they were struggling. And you don't want sympathy. I don't want anybody's sympathy that we've not been able to have children yet, or sympathy that I had to have weight loss surgery. That's not something to be sympathetic of. But I will take somebody's empathy. I will take somebody's prayers. I will take somebody's encouragement any day. And I will give the same things back to anyone any day. So if you are struggling with anything similar to me, or anything else for that matter, it's okay to let people help you carry that load. It's okay to be open. It's okay to be honest. And it's okay to be afraid. But I'm not afraid anymore. This is me. This is who I am. And I'm happy that I'm this person. I don't know. It's a lot. It's a whole lot. This is not anything I ever thought that I would do. This is not in my comfort zone, essentially. But I feel so comfortable here. I feel so comfortable through this camera to be open to these strangers that I've never met. So why would I not be this open to the people that are in front of me? Thank you all if you've made it to the end of this. I love you all. I don't want anyone to think that I was trying to be hurtful in not being open about some of this stuff. But please know, this was just a very personal thing for me, and it's not anymore. It still is, but it's not a secret anymore. And I'm really, really glad about it.